Okay, big story number 7, and it was a big story during 2011, putting brakes on high-speed rail in Florida.
Yeah, this was partly a big story because it was a kind of a shock. There was this presumption that we were going to have this high-speed rail. The federal government had a boatload of money to give the state to build a high-speed train from Tampa to Orlando with a vision of eventually sending it all the way down to Miami. And Governor Rick Scott got elected last year and came in, and one of the first things he did was nix that train. He basically said that this is going to cost too much, the ridership numbers don't look right to me, and I think that people aren't going to ride it, and eventually the state is going to be on the hook for the operational costs. That initial big giant pot of money from the federal government is not going to be enough. This was an interesting story, and partly it was such a big story because it split the Republican Party in an interesting way. For political watchers, it was an interesting story because you had the Tea Party, which was a big backer of Rick Scott, against this, very strongly opposed to high-speed rail, thinking it's a boondoggle. On the other hand, the business community, also a big Republican constituency, was very much in favor of the train. So early on in his time as governor, Rick Scott had to sort of pick between these two big Republican constituencies trying to pull him in different directions. And he scuttled the train.
And it was a bold decision.
It was, and it got him national attention and a big, game-changing decision, a lot of people think, in transportation and in budgeting.